Okay, I have that of 23, memory enhancing and metal relating activity. That's number, I think the number 5. Can I play that?
Okay. ATA is also available.
Okay, it's available. Okay.
But
should he present? Then we'll.
Okay. Let's see. ATA, if you are available, let's hear you. All right. Please, Ms. Ohemu, go ahead with the paper you have. Tayo, are you there?
I am. Okay, I have, I say number 23.
Please read the title.
Okay, it's memory enhancing.
Good day to the chair of this scientific session, distinguished participants. I thank greatly LOC for giving me the opportunity to share my research findings. My name is J.O. Onoja. Good day, and I'll be talking share of this scientific session, memory enhancing and meta-collating activities of sclerodane diptabinoids isolated from Tinospora cordifolia.
Is that you?
Okay, it went off.
Yes.
Let me. Okay. Can we see it now?
Yes, we see the list of highlighting NSP 023.
Okay.
Distinguished participants, I thank greatly LOC for giving me the opportunity.
Yes, you can play it.
Can you hear?
We can hear, but go ahead.
I don't know why
to share my research findings. My name is J.O. Onoja, and I'll be talking to you on memory enhancing and meta-collating activities of sclerodane diptabinoids isolated from Tinospora cordifolia. We shall be guided by this outline. The human brain is the most complex structure in the universe.
Sorry, Mr. Ohemu, let's have the slideshow.
Okay, it's not showing.
Slideshow is not showing. You only have the list of abstracts.
Okay. Let me share it again, please. Sorry.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Akinwumi Adiola from the Department
That was the previous one. That was the last one.
Let me stop it. Yeah, sorry.
And let's give a presentation titled
Can you see my screen? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can see your screen, but
Okay.
that slideshow is not full screen
Yes,
yet.
let me try it again. I don't know why it's. Yes.
Good day, chair of the scientific session, distinguished participants. I thank greatly Lucy for giving me the opportunity to share my.
We have the audio, but can you
Yes.
expand the slides to full screen?
Yes, I did that, but the voice is not corresponding with the video. So that's why.
Of this scientific session.
Right,
should I start all over? Or I
start all
should
over,
just...
advance the slides manually to rhyme with the audio.
Okay.
My research findings. My name is J.O. Onoja, and I'll be talking to you on memory enhancing and meta-collating activities. Good day of the chair of the scientific session, isolated distinguished diaspora cordifolia. I thank greatly the LOC for giving me the opportunity to share my research findings. My name is J.O. Onoja. We shall be guided. The human brain is the most complex structure in the universe. It controls all intellectual functions. It consists of approximately 86 to 100 billion neurons.
Can we see it?
Between 100 to 1,000 trillion.
Only the list of abstracts.
Responsible for transmission of messages.
I don't know why the thing is not
between
showing.
the nerve cells. Alzheimer's. In the past 25 years, scientists have.
Can you see this now?
Can
we see it now?
Yes, please.
However, much is still known. Considering the epidemiology of Alzheimer's disease, it's reported that globally, in every 3 seconds, someone is down with dementia. By 2018, it has been reported that 50 million people were down with dementia, and it's estimated to triple to 152 million by 2050. Between 2000 and 2015, deaths from heart disease have decreased by 11%, while deaths from Alzheimer's disease have increased by 123%. In Africa, it is estimated that by 2050, 12 million people will be down with this disease. What is the pathology of this disease? Alzheimer's disease are caused by so many factors. One includes beta amyloid plaques, neurofibrillary tangles, which prevent the flow of nutrients within the nerve cells, thereby leading to their death. Also, reduction in the synthesis of an important neurotransmitter in the brain, known as acetylcholine, caused by catalytic hydrolysis by cholinesterase enzyme, is also a known pathology of this disease. Secondly, reactive oxygen species has also been implicated in the pathogenesis of at least 50 diseases, which neurodegenerative disease is part of it. This reactive oxygen species causes lipid peroxidation and damages to important macromolecules like DNA. We have other risk factors, which include age, genetics, and family history. We have early symptoms of this disease, such as memory loss, confusion with time and place, poor judgment, difficulty in completing everyday tasks are the common symptoms of this disease. We have some natural acetylcholinesterase inhibitors that has been reported as cure for this disease from nature. You agree with me that most of the synthetic drugs we have today owe their origin to plant-based complementary medicine.
Yeah.
We have galantamine that was isolated from Galanthus nivalis. It's a natural alkaloid approved by the United States Food Drug Administration in 2001 for the treatment of Alzheimer's. We also have rivastigmine, which is a synthetic analog from physostigmine isolated from Physostigma venenosum. It was also approved by United States Food Drug Administration in 2000. We also have piperazine A, which was isolated from Copacia serrata. It's used as a dietary supplement in China for the treatment of Alzheimer's. What is the justification of this research? Currently, there are no effective drugs for the management of Alzheimer's disease, which necessitated the search for new potent neurotherapeutic agents. New treatment strategies based on the use of medicinal plants or its metabolites have been the panacea in developing new drugs. Also, existing acetylcholinesterase drugs have been reported to have numerous dangerous effects, such as low bioavailability, narrow therapeutic window, hepatotoxicity, short duration of biological action. The research hypothesis, tactics to improve cholinergic functions in Alzheimer's disease have included stimulation of cholinergic receptors or increasing the half-life of acetylcholine released into the neuronal synaptic cleft by use of agents which restore the level of acetylcholine through inhibition of acetylcholinesterase, as reported by Loiseau et al. 2009. The aim of this study. The present study is therefore aimed at isolating and identifying bioactive molecules from Nigerian ethnomedicine with memory-enhancing potential that may be useful in the management of Alzheimer's disease. The research objective: to isolate, structurally elucidate, and identify bioactive molecules in AD management, to evaluate the acetylcholinesterase inhibition potential of isolated compounds in vitro, to carry out molecular docking study of active compounds in the active site of enzyme. The research plant is known as Dinospora cordifolia in the family Menispamaceae. The common name is heartleaf moon seed. It's used for the treatment of diabetes, high cholesterol, allergic rhinitis, upset stomach, lymphoma, rheumatoid hepatitis, and so on. This plant has been reported in Nigerian ethnomedicine for the management of neurodegenerative disease. That's the reason why we have to investigate to justify the claims by our ethnomedicinal practitioners. The plant was collected. The plant was also authenticated at Forest Herbarium, Ibadan, with FHI number 112287. The plant was air-dried at room temperature, was extracted using methanol, and concentrated in vacuum using a rotavapor, stored in a refrigerator until required, and further partitioned into N-hexane, dichloromethane, ethyl acetate, and aqueous fraction. The acetylcholinesterase inhibition assay was done according to the method of Ellman et al. 1961. In a 96-well plate, 240 microliter buffer with pH 8.0, 20 microliter of test compound at 1 milligram per ml concentration, 20 microliter of acetylcholinesterase was incubated for 30 minutes at 37 degrees Celsius. After which 20 microliter of EMA reagent, DTNB, was added. The reaction was initiated by the addition of substrate, acetylcholine iodide, 20 microliter. The rate of hydrolysis of acetylcholine iodide, which is the substrate, was determined spectrophotometrically at absorbance of 412 nanometers. The metal chelation assay. To the test compounds, 1 milligram per ml concentration was added 1 ml of ferric chloride in water. After 5 minutes incubation, the reaction was initiated by the addition of ferrozine, 1 ml, and allowed to incubate for 10 minutes at 25 degrees Celsius. The absorbance was measured at 562 nanometers. The percentage inhibition of ferrozine complex formation was determined. And this is according to the method of Singh and Rajini 2004. Molecular docking studies was also carried out to anticipate the binding activity between our ligand, which is our compound isolated, and the protein acetylcholinesterase enzyme. And the BDB ID is 10CE from Torpedo Californica, that is the Pacific Electric Ray. And all the visuals were recorded using software MOE 2015 suits. The phytochemistry, isolation of active compounds was done from the most active fraction using chromatographic techniques such as column chromatography, thin layer chromatography. Also, the chemical structures of the compounds were identified using spectroscopic analysis, such as UV, Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, EIMS, fast atom bombardment, electrospray ionization mass spectrometry, proton NMR, and carbon-13 NMR, ranging from 400 MHz to 800 MHz cryoprobe. The statistical analysis was carried out using graph path reasoning. All data were expressed as mean plus minus standard deviation and of triplet parallel measurements. Statistical analysis were performed using one-way ANOVA, followed by donut multiple comparison tests at alpha 0.0. The results. One of the molecules that was isolated is known as columbine. Columbine is one of the clerodine diterpenoid compound. It has a molecular formula C20H1222O6. The melting point between the range of 192.7 to 196.7 degrees Celsius. It has two prominent methyl peak that resonate around 0.99 to 1.21 part per million, attached to carbon at around 24.52 to 28.14 part per million. It has the furan ring attached at position 14, 15, and 16, resonate around 6.55 to 7.59 part per million. And the two carbonyl that resonate around at position 17 and 18 was attached to carbon at around 176.77 to 177.26. We also have another clerodine diterpenoid known as 8-hydroxycolumbine, which is a derivative of columbine, a natural compound isolated from Ginospora cordifolia, has a molecular formula of C20H22O7 and a melting point of 199.3 degrees Celsius to 2.1 102.1 degrees Celsius. We have tinosporide as one of the compound isolated as well. It has a molecular formula of C20H22O7, a melting point between the range of 230.9 degrees Celsius to 254.6 degrees Celsius. The acetylcholinesterase inhibition activity of compound isolated at 1 milligram concentration. This is a table showing us the compounds that were isolated and the acetylcholinesterase inhibition using the IC50 parameter at milligram per ml concentration. The lower the IC50, the higher the activity, as compared to a serine, which is a standard drug. From here, columbine has IC50 value of 1.299 plus or minus 0.17, which is in comparison to our standard 0.5318 plus or minus 0.34. It shows that columbine has the ability to bind to the enzyme and inhibit the hydrolysis of the substrate acetyltheocholine iodide, which is a promising compound in the management of Alzheimer's disease. We also have the metachelating activity. The metachelating activity is one of the antioxidant mechanisms, since it reduces the concentration of transition metals in the brain and therefore considered a promising clinical approach to AD treatment. The results illustrate that 8-hydroxycolumbine can effectively attenuate the reactive oxygen species mediated neuronal death in Alzheimer's disease. From this result, you see that the IC50 of 8-hydroxycolumbine is at 0.5672 as compared to EDTA, which is the standard, with IC50 of 0.045 at 1 milligram concentration. It shows that 8-hydroxycolumbine can chelate the metals, the transition metals in the brain that is probably causing beta amyloid plaques, and which is considered as one of the neuropathological hallmark of this disease. 8-hydroxycolumbine could be a promising metachelator from these findings. The molecular docking studies was equally done, and it's a method used in structural-based drug design. It is used to predict how a protein enzyme interact with small molecules, the ligands. It tells us about the number of possible conformations, orientations, that is, the poses of the ligand within the protein binding site. From here, it shows that hydroxycolumbine shows hydrophobic and hydrogen bonding interaction between the protein residues. And the estimated free energy of binding for the target molecule, acetylcholinesterase, with 8-hydroxycolumbine was found to be minus 7.18 kilocal per mole. For tinosporide, the top rank dog pose of tinosporide formed a number of hydrophobic interactions and also hydrogen bonds with glutamine 199. And this enhances the degree of complexation between the protein and our molecule, tinosporide. The estimated free energy of binding for the target molecule, acetylcholinesterase with tinosporide, was found to be minus 7.49 kilocal per mole. For columbine, it also showed 4 hydrophobic interactions with protein residues as another hydrogen bond with glutamine 199, and the estimated free energy of binding for the target molecule acetylcholinesterase with columbine was found to be minus 7.13 kilocal per mole. The binding affinity of the compound tested with acetylcholinesterase
should I speed it up, sir?
Comparable to that of
if what is left is not much, let's see it to the end. Can't hear myself.
Of -5.61, and galantamine, which have energy binding of -7.86, and tacrine, which have energy binding of -6.95 kilocal per mole, respectively, as reported by Jack Mohan et al. 2011. In conclusion, cholinesterase inhibitors can alleviate symptoms, improving cognitive functions due to the ability to increase acetylcholine half-life in the brain. The molecules isolated can improve memory and learning or delay the neurodegenerative process essential in conditions such as Alzheimer's disease due to their abilities to bind to the catalytic inhibitor sites with moderate energy and thus proposedly mediate competitive inhibition of the enzyme. Columbine and 8-hydroxycolumbine will serve as potential lead for novel drug development for the management of Alzheimer's disease. The documentation of indigenous knowledge in the Nigerian medicine should be encouraged because this knowledge can be passed on from generation to generation, which may lead to several drug discoveries, and Nigerian traditional medicine practitioners should be trained in modern methods that will enhance their practice. Further investigation showing the pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics of the isolated acetylcholinesterase inhibitory compounds needs to be conducted both together, influence dosing, benefits, and adverse effects. Further exploration of Tinospora cordifolia for isolation of potential bioactive compounds is recommended. There are 2 publications from this work. One of the work has been published with Journal of Biological Active Products from Nature, and the second was published in Tropical Journal of Pharmaceutical Research in February this year. And I want to acknowledge God Almighty, Associate Professor Taiwo Lefe, who happened to be my supervisor, Dr. Zaid Anis, and Dr. Zahar. I want to thank you for your efforts in contributing to this, and I thank you all for your undivided attention.
Okay. I think that's all for that.
All right, thank you.
Is anybody around to present? I just said I can.
No, I have not.
I thought there was Atta.
Yes, I called for Atta and we didn't hear anything from him. Okay. Okay. I can also see in the chat paper number 0067. Is that listed in this session?
Let me see. 67, no. Is after the break.
After the break, okay.
Yes, sir.
So, please attendees, let me use this opportunity to look at the program and the schedule for presentations. Please endeavor to stand by during the session in which you are presented so that where people are absent and we are not able to follow the list strictly, we can call upon you. Thank you very much. Do we have any other presentation for this session, whether recorded or live? Please, Ohemu, do you have any more recordings sent to you? For this session, that is. Ohemu, are you with us?
Okay, sorry, my network. Yes, I'm back.
Okay. I was asking whether you have any more presentations.
Yes, sir.
Recorded.
I have number 26.
For this session?
Yes, number 26. That's isolation, characterization, and prediction of antiviral activity of 2 phytosterols of stem bark of Euberveria castingni.
I'm not seeing that here.
Number 26, there is number 26, after the memory enhancing and
Oh,
meta.
okay. Yes, I can
sir.
see it now. Please go ahead, share your screen and present it.
Okay, sir. Let me go back.
Okay.
Can we see it?
Yes, you need to expand the full screen for the slide.
Okay. Sorry, let me share it again. Okay, this was sent as a video. Can we see it now? Can we see it?
It's not displaying yet. Give it a few seconds.
Can we see it?
Not yet.
Okay. This was sent in as a video. I don't know why it's not sharing. Let me stop and share again. Okay, I'll share it again. Can we see it now?
Oh, yes. Okay, it's coming on now.
You can see it now?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll play it now. Can we hear?
Abstract 26.
Yes.
Okay.
Isolation, characterization, and prediction of antiviral activities of 2 phytosterols of stem bark of Obervilia castingia. The study was carried out in order to isolate 2 phytosterols, namely stigmasterol and beta-cytosterol, and to predict their potential antiviral activity. About 1.5 kg of the powdered stem bark of Obervilia castingia was extracted with N-hexane, ethyl acetate, and methanol using sequential maceration. 5 grams of the ethyl acetate extract was reabsorbed on silica gel and loaded into a column pre-packed with 100 grams of silica gel. The column was diluted with N-hexane, ethyl acetate in a gradient solution. In 30 ml, and these were monitored on TLC using 10% sulfuric acid. The collected fractions were pulled together on the basis of their TLC to give sub-fractions which were labeled E1 to E12. Among these sub-fractions, fraction E4 obtained from hexane ethyl acetate 9:1 ratio, and E7 obtained from hexane ethyl acetate 7:3 ratio appeared as single homogeneous spots on TLC. The 2 isolated compounds were identified by using proton and carbon-13 NMR, which was carried out at the Indian Institute of Technology, New Delhi. The structures of the characterized compounds were imported from PubChem database in SDF format. The structures were uploaded into the antiviral compound prediction server. The antiviral compound prediction server
ABC bread is a server web-based algorithm for prediction of antiviral. The compounds were screened against HIV, HCV using ABC bread server. Compound E4 appeared as white powdered substance, and on the TLC appeared as a single homogeneous spot with RF value of 0.72, while compound E7 was isolated as a white crystalline substance and appeared as a pink spot on the TLC with RF value of 0.63. The results of the proton NMR and carbon-13 NMR of compound E4 appeared to be consistent with that of stigmasterol reported by Chattohula and Prakash in 2015. This is the proposed structure of compound E4, which is stigmasterol. On the other hand, the proton and carbon-13 NMR of compound E7 appeared to be consistent with that of beta-sitosterol reported by Chattovedula and Prakash 2012. This is the proposed structure of beta-sitosterol. This is a table showing the predicted antiviral activities of stigmasterol and beta-sitosterol. Stigmasterol showed a significant activity against the human immunodeficiency virus, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, and human herpes virus, while beta-sitosterol showed activity against human immunodeficiency virus and hepatitis C virus, with no activity on hepatitis B and human herpes virus. The findings of this study show that the 2-phytosterol have good predictive activity against some viruses.
Okay, I think that's awesome.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Hemu.
Yes, sir.
Do we have any other paper in that list?
Yes, I think we have one more.
All right.
Confirm. I think we have number, let me see, 30 here. I think we have number
30, yes.
30, yes, 30.
GCMS aided in
Yes,
silico.
GCMS. Yes, sir.
Please
I have
bring it
that here. Okay, sir.
By Olushola.
Yes.
Talks from Piro, Lagos.
Just a moment, please.
All right.
Can we see it?
Looks like it's just coming on. It's still blank yet.
Okay.
Okay. Again, you need to expand the slide.
Okay. This is also not showing. It's not playing.
Okay, can we see the slides?
Yes, sir. Can you see the slides now?
Yes. But you mean the audio is not showing?
It's not playing, yes.
The audio is not playing.
Yes, sir. Let me go to the first slide.
Yeah.
Can we see it?
Yes, we can see the slide. So just take us through. Let's have enough time to read each slide.
So this is the title. Can I move to the next?
Yes, next, please. Next.
I should move to the next, sir.
Yes, next.
Next.
Next. Next. Yes, next. 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 The next. 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 Next.
Thank you. Yes.
Next. No. All right. Are we done? Zohemo, are you done? Zohemo, are you there? Is Ata FA from University of Ilorin on the line? Ata FA, University of Ilorin, if you are online, unmute yourself and let us know if you are available.
Hello, sir. Sorry, the network disappeared.
Okay, okay, I can see.
Is any speaker available now?
Let me chat. We are trying to see if Ata, FA
Yes.
Francis Ata is on the line.
Ready. Yeah. Let me see if he's online. Okay. Even Rosie Made is online, but she says she cannot share her screen. She's unable to share her screen. She just sent me a text. She's online.
Okay. And she has not sent a recorded version.
No, I have a recorded version.
Okay, let's see. That's Imade.
Yes, I have.
Please give us the recorded version.
Okay, sir.
Chemical composition and anti-cancer effects of Zingiber officinale roscoe, Zingiberisi, Hyptis surveillance, chemical composition and anti-cancer effects of Zingiber volatile oils, Zingiberisi, Hyptis surveillance, Lamiaceae, and Osimum basilicum, Lamiaceae volatile oils. Introduction.
Can we see it, sir?
Global research into
You
medicinal.
need to expand the slide.
Due to the increase and fatalities of various.
Can we see it now?
Not yet.
What about now?
No.
Yes, it's on. This is saying you are sharing screen.
Maybe it's still loading, but it's not yet.
Yes. Can you see my screen?
We can, but it's just displaying the list of abstract. Okay, now it's come on.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
It's on slideshow, yes.
Chemical composition and anti-cancer effects of Zingiber officinale roscoe, Zingiberisi, Hyptis surveillance, Lamiaceae, and Osimum basilicum, Lamiaceae volatile oils. Introduction. Global research into medicinal plants has become essential due to the increase and fatalities of various diseases, including cancers. Cancer is of worldwide importance, as it is one of the leading causes of death all around the world. Among different cancers, breast and cervical cancers are the most prevalent malignant diseases. In recent years, many herbs as well as essential oils have had many applications in herbal medicine. Several studies have shown that essential oils are active against various cancer cells. Zingiber officinale roscoe, Zingiberisi rhizome, Hyptis surveillance leaves, and Osimum basilicum leaves are indicated as some of the plants that are used in treating tumor-related ailments. These are the pictures of the plants. Here we can see the rhizome, the Hyptis surveillance plant, and Osimum basilicum. Benchtop assay methods have been used to investigate plant extracts for cytotoxic effects. And this includes the use of nuclei of Artemia salina, mosquito larvae, as well as tadpoles. The legality of these plant extracts towards organisms, these organisms is indicative of their ability to kill cancer cells in cell culture. Justification of the research. Different forms of cancer are treated with synthetic drugs and chemotherapy, which are accompanied by scarcity, high cost, as well as life-threatening side effects. There is therefore an urgent need to evaluate medicinal plants that are used to treat tumor-related ailments with a view to explore their abundance, their claimed potencies, as well as little side effects, and the probable presence of novel anti-cancer constituents. Aim of the study. The aim of the study was to investigate the ethnomedicinal claimed use of the essential oils of Zingiber officinale rhizome, Hyptis surveillance leaves, and Osimum basilicum leaves in treating tumor-related ailments. The specific objectives were to evaluate the cytotoxic activities of these essential oils using nuclei of Artemia salina, to evaluate the anti-cancer potential of the oils using AU565 and HeLa cancer cell lines, and to analyze the essential oils by GCMS method. Statistical analysis was done by one-way analysis of variance using SPSS 21, and P less than 0.05 was regarded as significant. Methodology. The plants were collected, and about 2 kg of each of them were extracted by hydrodistillation method with the aid of a claviger type apparatus to obtain their volatile oils. Cytotoxic effects using brine shrink was determined at 10 to 1,000 microgram per ml concentrations, and the anti-cancer activity was performed using MTT assay with a single concentration of 50 microgram per ml on human breast cancer and cervical cancer cell lines. Analysis of the essential oils was done by GCMS method. Results and discussion. Zingiber officinale oil produced the lowest yield of 0.16%, while Simon basilicum leaf gave the highest yield of 0.33%. Cytotoxic effects of the volatile oils against Artemia salina. For this particular assay, LC50s of an extract that is less than 1,000 means the extract is active. So the lower the LC50, the higher the activity or cytotoxic activity of that particular extract. We can see from the result here that Zingiber officinale oil show the highest cytotoxic activity with an LC50 value of 157.75. Empty surveillance oil was equally active with LC50 of 188.67. But Osimum basilicum was not active as the LC50 was greater than 1,000. Inhibition effects of the volatile oils against AU565 revealed that HITIS surveillance oil had a higher percent inhibition. Zingiber is 0.01%. We must bear in mind here that only one concentration of 50 microgram was used for this particular assay. Perhaps if the concentration had been increased to 100, we may have seen far better activity with Zingiber officinale. For the activity against HeLa cell lines, Zingiber officinale showed more activity than the other oils with 50% inhibition and an IC50 value of 29.9. This CMS analysis of Zingiber officinale oil showed that the major constituents were alpha and beta citral as well as camphene. Analysis of HITIS surveillance oil revealed the major component to be sabinine with a concentration of 10.64 and a retention time of 20.95, as well as 4-terpineol. This is Osimum basilicum. The major component here was estragon with a percentage concentration of 52.8 and a retention time of 27.2. Betalinalol was also found to be abundant with a concentration of 16.1. You can see from here that some of the compounds like zingiberine from Zingiber officinale, betalinalol, and estragon, as well as eugenol from Osimum basilicum have been cited in literature to have anti-cancer activities against a wide array of cancer cell lines, and their presence here may have been responsible for the observed activities of this. Conclusion: HITIS surveillance and Zingiber officinale oils show significant anti-cancer potency against AU565 breast cancer cell lines. Zingiber officinale volatile oil was also seen to have a high growth inhibitory activity against HeLa cell lines. And GCMS analysis of these oils revealed that the major constituents of Zingiber officinale was alpha citral, while that of HITIS surveillance was sabinine. Estragon was found to be the major constituent of Osimum basilicum. These results have shown the potency and justify the probable use of these plants in treating tumor-related ailments. Here are my references. Thank you for listening.
Okay, I think that's the end of that. Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
well, okay. Yes, well, okay.
I have one more. I don't know if Atta can present now. If he can't present, I have his own.
Let Atta speak up. He seems to be around.
Atta is not in the meeting.
Then Abishola is indicating.
Yes, that's the Piro person. Can you?
He said it's here. I thought it's here.
Okay, so if you can present, okay. You say I'm here. I can see it now. I'm here. I think you should share his screen and present.
No.
Let me stop sharing mine.
Yes, you can stop sharing yours.
Yes, I've stopped. Atta can go ahead to share screen.
Atta, if you are there, speak to us.
Unmute yourself and speak.
Unmute yourself and speak. All right. Olushola Seedogs. Or is it Abisola? Okay. Abisola Olushola Seedogs. From Firo. If you are there, unmute yourself and present your paper. You shared your screen. Okay, Mrs. Ohemu. Ohemu, are you with us?
I am, sir.
Can you go on with the recorded version you have?
Okay, sir. I think they are all unable to share their screen. I don't know why. Because they are sending me text that they can't share their screen. Let me show the last one. I have a Tazon, that's this.
Okay, recorded.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have it. Not Dorcas Atta, this is Francis Atta.
Francis, yes. Yeah. Can you see the screen, please?
Yes.
Can you see it?
Again, you need to expand.
Can you see it?
You need to make it full screen.
Okay. It's full screen. I don't know. Let me go back. Stop share. I don't know why it doesn't show. Maybe the network. Okay. Let me go again. It's full screen. Can you see it now?
Not yet. Okay, now it has come.
Okay, let me play it now. Full screen. Can you see it?
Yes, you can go ahead.
I don't know why it's not speaking. Let me try to. Say media unavailable, just like the other ones. I don't know why. The media is not speaking, sir. Hello? 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 Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, sir. It's not, the audio is not working, sir.
Can you?
I just have to flash the slides.
Exactly, like you did the previous
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Next.
Can I go? Okay.
Next. Next. Yeah.
Sorry.
Next. Okay.
Okay. Did we see the last one?
No, we saw it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we've seen this.
Okay.
Next. Next. Okay, next. 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 Next.
I hope we can see the slides.
Yes, we can see them. Next. Okay, next. 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 All right.
So I think that's all on that group I have here.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't have any more recorded presentations?
No, sir. I think the outstanding ones are number 8, number 11, 19, and 27.
Can you go again? Papers number 008,
yes, 11,
11,
27,
27.
I think that's all, and 27, yes.
All right.
Okay, no, number 8, 11, 19, and 27. 19 to 19.
19, okay.
Yes. I think we'll try to work with the ICT so that they enable them to be able to share their screen. I think that's the complaint everybody is having.
Or if they can send the recording.
Okay. So that we can, okay, it's okay. I'll go into the mail now and see. I'm sure I'll check the mail to see if we have more of the recorded.
Okay. And if you can drop them emails so that they, if you can send,
send it.
recorded version.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, participants at this conference. We'll continue to see how we surmount the challenges of technology hiccups. But please, I want to encourage those who have been scheduled to present or to make oral presentations that please test your system and ensure that you are able to speak at the very least, and then send in your slides, and if possible, a full recording, so that if you cannot do it from your end, we can do it from here. We'll try and ensure that we make it as seamless as possible going forward from here. Thank you very much. LOC Chairman, if there are announcements, you can make them now. But we'll take a break after the announcement for us to continue the afternoon session. And the break will be for the next break for 20 minutes after the announcement. Okay. So, Chairman.
Okay. Sorry, once more, well done so far. Links have been sent to your mails, so you check your mails for the poster presentation, please. I think that is the only announcement we have now. So we can go on break and then we compare after the 20 minutes have been set. Thank you very much. You said that. That they're only hearing next means that the audio is not now only hearing less. That's what I'm saying, that they don't even hear anything, only hear next. The conference. The one I was trying to say is that how can they only next without you know why we are saying that we are not like the audio recording will not play. So they will only hear them. But at least they're seeing the, I don't know, the slide. The ones that played.
Do you want to?
Is there?
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back after the break. And I think we're a bit refreshed. And hopefully too, we are getting over some of the technical hitches we had earlier on. We continue with the oral presentations. For now, we'll take one of the presentations we missed out in the morning session, and that's paper 0019 by Isa AO from Federal University, Lokoja. It's titled Evaluation of In Vitro Vasorelaxant Effect of Anona senegalensis fruit methanol extract in rat aorta. So, Mrs. Oemo, please put that on. We have a recorded version of that paper.
Can you see it?
Not yet. Go to.
Yes, we need to see the full screen.
Okay. Sorry, he sent an audio record, which is difficult for me to play it alongside this PowerPoint.
Just let it play and move the slide as much as possible.
I tried to play and move the slide, but it's not possible. I don't know why.
Or if you can send the slide to any of the panelists here.
Okay, sir.
You can show the slide from here while you just play the audio.
Audio, okay. All right, maybe let's shift to the, okay, let me stop sharing and send to, or should I go to the next one while I do that?
It's all right. So what do you have? Ohimo, are you on? Yeah. Right.
Hello.
All right. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know if we'll go to the next one while we do this. Well, I just sent it to Kagaru, so he will share and then I'll play the audio.
Okay, go to the next one.
Okay, sir. The next one is abstract number 66.
67.
66.
66, okay.
Please, can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
The slide needs to be bigger.
Okay, I've done that, but I don't know why it's taking so much time to. Can we see it now?
Still loading.
Okay. Can we see it?
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet.
No.
Is it a network or what? Because
maybe we just have the list of abstracts and a small box.
okay. Can we see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we can see it. I'll play it now.
All right, please go ahead.
Audio not found.
Wow.
I don't know. So should I just go from slide to slide?
Is there anyone with the complete audio that you have tested?
Okay.
Or
Yeah. Let me.
Okay, meanwhile, since this is on, let's give it the same treatment. Let's
Okay.
go through the slide. We'll read it from there.
Okay. So can we see it?
Yes, one by one from the title.
Can you see the title?
Yes. Yes. Next. 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 Next.
Is it the same thing?
Next. 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 Next.
I think that's yes, sir.
The video you have that
Yes, sir.
could play.
Sir?
You have a video. I'm sorry, you have an audio file that plays.
Yes, sir.
One of
Yes. I've sent the PowerPoint to Kagaru.
Yes, I think he has it now.
Okay, so I should play the audio.
Let's see if we can share a screen. Then you can play the audio from your end.
Okay, let me stop sharing mine.
All right.
Okay, I've stopped. So I think you can. He should share his screen.
Okay. All right, so the screen is shared. Can you play the audio?
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished senior colleagues, my colleagues, good day. I am Isa Audu Otao. I stand before you to present the research paper titled Evaluation of in vitro vasorelaxant effect of Annona senegalensis fruit methanol extract in rat iota. Introduction. Ananas senegalensis is a shrub commonly called white custard apple. It is one of the plants used locally by some people in the north central region of Nigeria for managing stroke, treating hypertension. Hypertension is a disease that is characterized by high blood pressure well above 120 systolic blood pressure and 80 millimeter mercury diastolic blood pressure, e.g. 140 over 100 millimeter mercury in human. It is today one of the leading causes of human death globally. The disease is multifactorial. Types of hypertension based on etiology is primary hypertension, secondary hypertension, isolated systolic hypertension, exercise hypertension, and persistent hypertension. Primary hypertension accounts for about 90% of hypertensive patients, while the secondary hypertension accounts for 10% of hypertensive patients. This pie chart presentation gives this detail. Causes of hypertension include sedentary lifestyle, obesity, hypokalemia, salt sensitivity, preeclampsia, stress, vitamin D deficiency, aging, coarctation, family history of hypertension, elevation of renin, hyperactivity of sympathetic nervous system. Ananas senegalensis is a deciduous savanna and tropical rainforest shrub widely distributed across Nigeria. It has an average height of 3 to 5 meters. Taxonomy of Ananas senegalensis. As a plant, it is under kingdom planting. Division Pachyophyta, class Indicot. Magnolias, family Anonaceae, genus Annona, and species Annona senegalensis. Ethnobotanical uses and scientific information of Annona senegalensis. In Nigeria, its fruit is used by some rural dwellers as food, perhaps for its sweet taste. Its traditional therapeutic uses include cure for dysentery, hypertension, gastrointestinal disorder, fever, stomachache, and general body pain. Scientific works conducted and established on this plant include anti-bacterial, anti-diarrhea, analgesic, and anti-inflammatory. Aim and objectives of this research. The aim was conducted in order to ascertain the ability of Ananas senegalensis in lowering blood pressure, stroke, relaxing exerted smooth muscle of rat iota. Objectives: to test for antihypertensive activities of Ananas senegalensis, to test in vitro vasodilaxant effect of Ananas senegalensis. Materials and method. To determine the vasodilaxant effect of this plant, that will not make sense until when antihypertensive activity of the plant is verified. And this was done using the invasive method described by Amichina and Mobile 2007. In this method, the rat was anesthetized. Tail vein was cannulated with 3G scalp vein needle. Trachea was cannulated. Carotid artery was cannulated with polythene tube linked to mucobacin. After 20-minute equilibration, rats were injected intravenously with test substance at 1.25, 2.5, and 5.0 milligram per kilogram. Arterial blood pressure was allowed to return to resting level before administering the next dose, and the change in the blood pressure was recognized as the difference between steady state value before and the peak readings after injection. Mean arterial blood pressure was calculated as diastolic blood pressure plus 1/3 post pressure, and post pressure is systolic blood pressure minus diastolic blood pressure. During the experiment, normal saline was periodically infused to compensate for loss of fluid. Effect of crude extract of ananas senegalensis on isolated rat iota. The method described by Amechina and Amabai 2007 was adopted. Rat was heparinized, sacrificed, iota cut, and dissected out. The data capsule was calibrated and the aortic ring was transferred to the organ bud containing physiological solution, PSS. Potassium chloride of phenylephrine was administered to the tissue and observed as contraction occurred. Effect of crude extract of ananas senegalensis on isolated iota of rat in this 25, 50, 100, 250, and 500 microliter of each concentration of 0.781, 1.56, 0.25, 6.25, and 12.5 milligram per mil were administered to the aortic ring in the organ bud at 15-minute interval. Reactions were seen recorded on the screen. Statistical analysis data were recorded as mean plus or minus standard error mean for each group. Statistical differences were evaluated using a one-way analysis of variance and followed by a do-net multiple comparison test by the application of graph pad reason 6. Results and discussion. The use of medicinal plants in treating or managing ailments is prevalent among dwellers of both local and urban people in Nigeria since time immemorial. Ananas senegalensis is one of the plants, and by the past pharmacological investigation done so far, there is a credence to its folkloric therapeutic application and successes. This picture represents the tracings observed from the anti-hypertensive activity test conducted. The results obtained from the preliminary investigation conducted shows that the methanol extract of ananas senegalensis exhibited a dose-dependent reduction in blood pressure at 1.25, 2.5, and 5.0 milligram per gram in the invasive model of cardiovascular activity test. The results also show that the extract reduced the blood pressure in hypertensive situation induced by adrenaline. Adrenaline interacts with the alpha receptors in the arteries, thereby causing constriction of blood vessel. It is indeed noteworthy that the extract produced a significant decrease in systolic blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure, and natural blood pressure. Plate 2. According to Gilani et al. 2006, to understand the underlying mechanism of action of a crude drug, it becomes necessary to demonstrate it using isolated tissue. Also, the laxant effect of ananas senegalensis on potassium chloride induced tension in rat iota. This picture this graph shows the effect of drug, the crude drug as well as the standard drug on potassium chloride induced tension in iota, and the various responses are given as demonstrated by the graph. From figure 1, the administration of potassium chloride generally raises the tension from 1.1 gram to 1.33 gram, indicating that the iota got to its peak of pre-contraction. At a concentration of 0.11 milligram per mil of crude drug, 10 and 20 milligram per kilogram, and amlodipine, which was a standard drug used at 5 milligram per kilogram, the tension was significantly brought down to 1.20 gram, indicating a sharp relaxation. Further decrease in tension was relatively steady, down to 1.05 gram at a concentration of 0.9 milligram per mil, indicating the gradual relaxation of the smooth muscle. From this point, a steady increase in tension was observed, showing that the aorta resumed contraction. The upper limit concentration of this crude drug could be deduced from the graphical illustration to be 1.0 milligram per mil for at least experimental purpose. Potassium chloride is known to depolarize smooth muscle cell membrane, open voltage gated channel to allow influx of extracellular calcium ions through the channel.
It would have been better if we know everything so that we now doing the minor one.
Leading to compression of the aorta. Thus, calcium ion will commodity to form calcium link coupling complex, which consequently trigger.
No problem. I'll send it now.
Therefore, the relaxation of the aorta, as observed during the experiment, was probably due to the ability of the methanol extractors and senegalensis to have blocked the voltage operated calcium channel, thereby disallowing the influx of extracellular calcium ions. On the other hand, phenylephrine, a selective alpha-adrenergic agonist, is known to trigger the release of intracellular calcium ion through the store-operated intracellular calcium ion through the store-operated calcium channel from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, an organelle with primary function of storing calcium. Relaxation may have been due to the ability of Annona senegalensis to block the release of calcium ions from the calcium store. As a relaxant effect of Annona senegalensis on phenylephrine-induced tension in rat aorta. This graph shows the various responses made by the aorta induced with phenylephrine in respect of treatment of standard drug, ramipril, and crude drug at 5 mg, 10 mg, and 20 mg per kilogram. From figure 2, phenylephrine the tone to 1.1, 0.1, and 0.5 mg per kilogram brought the tension down sharply from 1.19 gram to 1.13 gram. As from the concentration of 0.3, the tissue treated with 20 mg per kilogram ramipril will last gradually to 1.5 gram, while that treated with 10 mg per kilogram reduces contraction again. The upper limit concentration of this crude drug will be deduced from the graphical illustration to be 0.9 mg per ml for at least experimental purpose. Thus, the antihypertensive effect or the laser property of Annona senegalensis, the potassium chloride and phenylephrine induced procontracted aorta might be due to certain vasodilator and depressor constraints of the plant extract. Despite the extract was not investigated on isolated heart, it is difficult to draw conclusion of not having cardiodepressant property, as this effect is shared by certain conventional vasodilators such as hydrolazine and inoxidil, as reported by Van Zuyten 2001. Contribution to knowledge, antihypertensive activities, test of Annona senegalensis revealed that the plant is potent, lowering blood pressure in adrenaline-induced hypertensive rats. Also, the plant demonstrated significant vasodilation treatment on isolated aorta frat. Thank you for your attention.
Which class is that? Where were you when just finished?
Okay, thank you. I guess that's all. Professor Gaji, please mute your mic.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. We have listened to the presentation of paper 0019, taken from the morning session. We have some more papers for
Yes, sir.
this session. Can we put them on?
Okay, sir.
0066.
Yes.
That is the paper
6-7. We have presented 6-6, sir.
Oh, all right. Okay, yes.
The next one is 6-7.
Combo plants therapy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please put it on.
Okay.
So presented by Okora for DO from University of Port Harcourt.
Can you see it, sir?
Let's give it a few seconds to have the full page or the enlarged slide.
Okay. Can you see it?
It's still this the mini version of the slide.
I don't know why this thing stops. Let me share again. Can we see it?
Oh yes, it has come now.
But
I hope the audio accompanies.
No, this doesn't have the audio.
All right, so let's go through and read the slide. Wow, this is a very wordy slide.
Can we see the first page? I'm on the first.
All right, we have the title page.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Oh.
Okay,
okay. Next. 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 Next.
I think that's all. The reference page.
All right. That's paper number 67.
So
Go
we
to,
have
okay,
two more.
you have
Two more.
Okay, yes.
So I should share the next one, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
The next one is number 80. Can we see the slide?
Yes, expand it.
Okay. I think this one has the audio.
Oh, good.
But, excuse me, why is it not playing? I don't know what happened. Maybe the recording. The audio is there, but it's saying unavailable. I don't know why.
Maybe a matter of format. I don't know which
Yes.
files you are using or which app you are using to play your audios or videos.
Okay, let me see audio too. If it can play.
And click on the video.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can play. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it will play now. Still not loading. I don't know. It cannot recognize the format.
Please show the slides as we did the previous presentation.
Okay. Okay, sir. Please, a minute. I don't know why it's not opening again. Open. I'm having difficulty opening it again. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm having difficulty opening it. It's not opening again.
It's like the guy is also trying to So let's allow him to.
Okay, is the person?
The
Okay, is
person
around?
is around, but we are not hearing him.
Okay. If he's around, 80. I'm talking. Okay. Can you speak to the meeting by unmuting the mic?
Yes, I'm talking to him. I'm asking him.
Okay, can he? Should I stop sharing so that he can? I've stopped sharing. Can he share now?
Chat with him.
Okay, let me chat with him. Okay, I've chatted him. Oh, no option to share my screen. Okay, let me try to share again. Let me try to share again.
If he can speak to the meeting, that will be fine. Then we can play the slides from here. Not here. They are not here. Only the panelists are here. Yeah.
They hear everything. They see, but they're not able to. They can only chat.
It seems the option was not allowed for everyone. Okay. I don't know why I can't share again. I'm trying to share, but it's not sharing. Should I go to the next one? Let me try the next one. Wow. I'm unable to share. I don't know why. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. We'll just make you the host. We'll make you the host of the meeting. Then you can share.
Okay, I'm unable to share again. Or is it possible to make the speaker the host so that he can present? Hello?
The panelists are there. Only panelists that have all the attendees.
Okay. I thought you were speaking to her. She didn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
I said the participants are equal categories. If you look at it, panelists and then attendees. All the attendees, only what they can do is chat. They're not able to talk, they're not able to share anything. So only the panelists can share.
Okay.
Okay,
so make me the host.
That's what we're trying to do.
Okay. It was sharing. I don't know why it now stopped.
They will make you host. They want to make you host.
Okay.
Thank you. And because we're showing some of their slides and we're having challenges, we want them to be able to speak to their slides from where they are. It will be fine. And please do that. Thank you.
Then they need to speak to them.
Okay, I can go ahead now. Okay, sir.
Open it and click.
Still not allowing me. Don't know why. Say, check your network. But my internet is intact. Okay, let me try it now. See. Okay, I can share now. Can you see it? Hello? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, can you see it now?
Click on play.
Click on play. There is a top left corner. There is play
Yes.
somewhere there.
It's not responding.
All right.
Let me stop show and start again. Can you see my screen?
Yes. List of abstracts and the miniature slide.
There's something is not responding. I don't know why. This particular slide is preventing the other. I don't know.
You can close
Okay.
it and go to the next one.
Okay.
In the meantime,
The next one is showing. Okay, can
All
we
right,
see
go
this?
ahead. Yes.
the previous one, can you send it to me? Just send it.
Yes,
Hello.
I will send it.
My mail, everything.
Can we see it? Can we see this?
Yes.
He's speaking, but the audio is not good. Abi?
Okay, you can now speak. You can see in Joseph.
Okay.
We're not seeing it. It's like allowing them to.
All right.
There are technical issues.
Yes.
William, I can see William.
But can you see the slides?
Well, it's small.
Yes, we can see the miniature as said by Prof.
Okay.
You want to share it again?
Yes. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see now.
Okay, let me go to slideshow.
Yeah, go to slideshow.
Can you see it?
Yes,
Full
perfect.
screen now. Okay.
Perfectly. The structure based.
Virtual screening. Okay.
Yeah, for natural compound.
Please introduce yourself and let the others stay mute.
Okay, the presenter is here.
Yes.
Is the presenter here?
Dr.
Is Dr.
Adekunle, why?
Here? Oh, I don't think he's here. I'm not fully done. So is Dr. Adekunle here?
No. Okay.
So should I move the slides so that we can see?
Can we take those who are online?
Okay. Yes. So let me stop this. Let me stop sharing.
Stop this one.
Okay. Yes, I think we have people online now.
Yes.
So those online, can they share?
They cannot share. You have to enable them to share.
Okay.
We can play the slide from here and you speak to it.
But okay, we cannot enable them. Okay.
Yes, that's
so technically.
They can talk.
Who is available? Okay, I can see the difficulty. Can he share from his side?
Who?
Dr. William Ziggy
is
the one that we're having.
Dr. William Jeze, if you are there, speak.
Difficulty, yes, difficulty. Yes, you can share. Dr. William, you can share. Please share.
Hello, thank you. Good afternoon.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so this is William Zege talking. Please, it seems I'm not enabled to share my screen.
Okay. So let me
if
see if I can share
your slide, we can share it and you speak to it.
Wait a second.
Sorry, I'm unable to share your screen, your slide. I don't know why.
Listen to Kagaru.
Okay. So I don't know if Dr. Adekunle is around. I can share his own. Okay, I'm sending it now. I've sent it. I think, okay, good. I've sent it.
Please make Kagaru the host. Zohemu.
Yes, sir.
Please make Kagaru the host.
Okay. How do I do that? Don't know.
Participants.
Okay. Okay.
Kagaru's name.
Okay.
More.
Okay. More. Have I done that? I hope I have.
Not yet.
The only option I have under more is pin. Pin.
Who became the host? Oh, okay.
Okay, who is it? Okay, not me, but
not you.
Okay.
Your mail has not come.
It has come. Showed me sent. Let me send it again.
So that you can upload some slides.
I sent it again.
All right.
Have you received it? Okay, good. Thank God.
Let me get the mail.
Can see Kagaru.
Yes.
So let me download the PowerPoint. I can share it. Sorry, I'm downloading the PowerPoint. I think Miriam cannot speak. Let me finish downloading the PowerPoint. 9.3. Not for you. I don't know why it's so slow. How big is it? 9.3 MB. Not big. And for big, the phone. But on this way.
Hello. Good afternoon. Dr. Williams, are you still there? As it is, we need to call it a day for now. Hopefully, we will have a smooth start tomorrow morning, and then we'll go swiftly through the papers. Let me call on the LOC chap to give us a few closing words, and we'll reconvene tomorrow at 9 promptly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon once more. Yeah, we want to say sorry for all these technical problems that we have been having. We want to trust God that tomorrow will be better. And we assure you that we will start very prompt tomorrow. So we want to stop here for the day. So I wish you the best of the remaining hours of the day. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was he just said that when you he said we have to talk about it. Let me know somebody.
No, but I don't think so. You get that before you come in.
I make you host.
To know if we are done for the day or not.
Tayo. Tayo him. Tayo.
Okay,
Tayo. Tayo Hemu, can you hear me? Kagaru. 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 Kagaru.
Yes, ma.
Well done. No, what of Tayo?
She's also here, but she's not with us physically here, but she's part of she's the Zoom now.
Okay, I'm calling her. She's not answering. I think sometimes when she experiences such disruption, she might need to leave and come back. So I need to leave the webinar and then rejoin.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another way of taking care of some of these technical hitches.
Okay.
Mm.
We can't see your face.
Well done, eh? There's no video. It's just now that I can even see microphone. I've not had. I said I've not had video since. There's no place. It's just now about 10 minutes ago. I said there's no tag video here. There's no tag video. I said even now I just got the microphone icon. I didn't have it earlier.
Can you imagine? She was attending.
I didn't have it earlier. I've not had it throughout.
Let those be participants.
Good afternoon, ma. Tayo speaking.
Good afternoon. Tayo, how are you?
I'm fine, ma.
I said, what did I do to you people? I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have video.
Sorry, ma. Everything will be rectified tomorrow.
Okay. And I was telling them that sometimes you might need to leave the webinar and come back in if you're having some technical hitches.
Yes. I think tomorrow we are going to use our Zoom meeting. This webinar has a lot of restrictions, so we use Zoom meeting tomorrow. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well done, eh?
Thank you, ma.
Okay. So I can sign out now.
Yes, ma.
Victoria Kagaro, Dr. Dafa. Well done, everybody. Maybe they've all gone. I can't see who is there or not.
Okay, from the participant. Okay.
No, I can't see. I don't have access to that. Even video, I don't have. The microphone is still now.
Hi. All that will be rectified tomorrow. So that
okay.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
Okay, take care. Take care. Bye.
Yeah,
your daughter was participating throughout. You could hear her in the background.
I will push her away. She will come back. She's sick actually. She's really down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Well done. Okay.
Bye, ma.
Bye.